Hey guys, and as you can tell I have slightly more energy than the previous few weeks, mostly because I've actually had some sleep this week. Hopefully that carries over and makes this week better than the previous two for that reason. Anyway, moving on to this week, I'm going to be doing lots of work with resistance bands, I think. So for max effort lower day, I'm going to be doing max effort, well, just deadlifts. Max effort deadlifts from the floor with red bands. I think they add around 30 kilos or so at the top, or maybe, actually no, I measured it the other week, so it was 24 kilos at the top. Last time I did this, I got 175 off the floor, so hopefully, if all goes to plan, I get at least 180, if not more than that. So we'll see how that goes. For max effort upper though, I think I'm going to be doing something new. We're still using the bands, but I'm going to be doing reverse bands this time. It's something I've never done before, so I have no idea how to set it up. I also have no idea how it works or what it feels like, so that'll be an interesting learning curve on that day. I have no idea yet. I don't even know what carryover it has. I'm assuming it's very similar to the slingshot, if you set it up correctly, where it'll help off the chest and then your triceps kind of get overloaded again, so it's helping the lockout, which could be kind of fun, and you can never have too strong a lockout, right? Anyway, before I go to the gym, I think I'm going to be trying to test my maxes again soon. I've been doing this program now for 10 weeks. I think this is my 10th week. So once it gets to about 12, I think I may test my maxes. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm assuming that, yeah, after 3 months or so, that should be at least a little bit higher. Although I have been dropping weight, so it will be interesting to see where they actually are. Because I've trained obviously a lot, but I'm now 30 pounds less than when I started. So that'll be, yeah, interesting to see where my strength's gone. Whether it stayed the same, gone up, gone down, who knows? We'll soon find out. Anyway, ignore my rambling. Let's go and start with max effort deadlifts. See you in the gym. Enjoy. As I was saying, this week it is deadlifts, and we're going to be using resistance bands again, and the red ones, which are my lightest ones. As I've been doing this program now for something like 10 weeks or so, I'm still working on finding out what my actual weaknesses are, but I'm getting closer to figuring those out. With my deadlifts, I seem to be a little bit slow off the floor, and my lockout, or at least glutes, seem to be somewhat of a weakness. The middle portion, so from my shins to just above my knees to my thighs, seems to be actually pretty strong, hence why my rack pull is 40 kilos more than my regular deadlift. But working in accessories and exercises such as this, it's going to help strengthen my weak points. That's the whole point of the conjugate method though, really, isn't it? Is to, instead of strengthening your strengths, you strengthen your weaknesses, which in turn helps you become a stronger lifter overall. So this week, the red bands, I'm going to be overloading the top part of my lift, so I'm working on my lockout. Last time I did this, I got 175 kilos, and this time I'm hoping to get at least 5 kilos, maybe more than that, because last time I did this was 10 weeks ago or so. So yeah, but as I said, as you can tell with how tight the belt is now, I've lost like 30 pounds or so. So yeah, I have no idea how my strength is holding up at the moment, so it'll be interesting to test my maxes in the near future to see where they are. But anyway, I think we're at we're now at, what is this, 180, which is 5 kilos more than what I did last time. Let's see how this goes. A little bit slow, but it seems relatively smooth. As I said, because I've been doing lots of band work lately, I seem to be getting a lot better with the lockout and the speed off the floor with it. But anyway, it turns out that this ends up being my max set for the day. This is 185 kilos for obviously 1 rep. Let's see how it goes, guys. Enjoy. If anything, that seemed to move better than 180 kilos, which surprised me. So I may have slightly bit off more than I could chew and went for 190 kilos because I thought, what the hell, I could get it on this day. Turns out, nope, not at all. 215 kilos at the top though, hence why it goes slightly wrong. But you'll be able to see where my weakness is. So yeah, check it out. Shaky legs. Yeah, you can't say I didn't give it a good go, but you can see where I failed. It was like a couple of inches from the lockout, so you can really see where my weakness is there. Anyway, after doing that, I dropped it down to 80% and did obviously my usual volume stuff, which on this day it felt terrible. Some days my volume stuff feels a lot harder than my actual max effort stuff, because I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of doing volume really, even though like it's the thing that's going to help me get stronger. It's just something mentally that I'm not so great at doing. But yeah. Anyway, after doing all the banded work, I moved on to, well, I just took the bands off really, just to get a set of 2 of without the bands. But you can see how fast it moves without the bands. Yeah. I didn't want to bore you this week with all my like random accessories. I did hamstrings and stiff legs, and I did some leg extensions and curls and stuff, but I didn't manage to film it. So I got them all in, but we moved on to, yeah, we'll go to upper day instead. And it is now max effort upper day, which, as I was explaining before in the intro, is, well, reverse bands. I'm trying to learn some new stuff. So this week it is reverse band competition style bench press. I had a really achy back on this day, so I did lots of stretching just to kind of stretch it and make it less achy, because I arch a lot in the bench, and to be honest, that's going to make it worse if anything. So lots of stretching beforehand. As you can see here, trying to figure out how to actually set this up, and because of the way I've done it now, I kind of have to do this setup every single time. But as you can see, I loop the bands, I double the bands over, which basically means that I'm taking off around 30 kilos or so at the lockout. So yeah, it's helping me a fair bit, hence why by the end of this video you'll figure out that it's way over my actual max. But as long as I keep this exercise consistent and set it up the same way each time, if I get stronger, I know I've gotten stronger. It's just, I would rather have this not helped so much on this exercise. As you can see, I'm already at like 2 plates and it pretty much looks like nothing. See, it's even faster than doing it with the slingshot. But anyway, this does get very heavy very quickly though. So we're at 120 kilos, which is genuinely around my max, and that would be on a good day as well. But I'm doing it for an easy set of 3 or so here. Yeah. 130 now. Good thing about the reverse bands though is it's kind of a confidence boost, and it's nice to actually be able to hold that amount of weight in my hands, or at least mentally think I can hold that weight in my hands, because I've only ever held 3 plates in my hands once before, and that was with the slingshot. Well, as you can see here, I'm getting 2 reps or so with it. Making big jumps with this though, aren't I? So now we're at 150 kilos. Do I get 2 reps? No, just the 1. We've gone just the 1 now. Yeah, I was really enjoying doing the reverse bands these days. As I said, I've never done it before though, so I kind of set it up not ideally. So if I do it again, I'll either set it up like this just to be consistent, or I may change it ever so slightly so it's helping me less. But then obviously try and stay consistent after that. Anyway, this is my max set for the day, I think, which is 157.5. Doesn't even look that difficult, but my hips were starting to shoot up, so I had some form breakdown and no spotter, so I decided to just call it there and drop it down to the 80% as always. Which, the one thing like I've really noticed is with the volume section of the like program, bench is the only one that I managed to hit all 5 consistently. Like, because I'm supposed to do 3 sets of 5. With bench I can normally get 3 sets of 5, but with squats and deadlifts I always seem to get 5 sets of 3 or some other variation of that, just to make up the 15 reps of volume. Anyway, afterwards I did the usual stuff of here's some incline bench press, moved the weights up a little bit this week and did 10s with 36. I tried to burn out my chest afterwards and literally just put on 60 kilos on the bar and did as many reps as I could for 5 sets or so, which turned into being like 15-20 reps or so each set, and finished the day off with some lateral raises. Nothing too taxing after that max effort. So yeah, all in all, decent day, decent week. See you all next week. If you liked it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you want. I'll see you all soon. Cheers, guys.